You know, it's almost hard to believe, like just almost hard to believe. As I read these stories to you, these news stories, company cooking the books, investigation, moving stuff around. No, no, we're not. Everything's fine. No account. We did lawful accounting maneuvers. Oh, and you Enroned it, and then the next one, and then the next one. That name Enron is going to be coming back into global consciousness in the very near future. So we just got to talking about the last one, Valiant, and then the other, right? It's just next one, just shoes dropping everywhere. Of all huge, massive corporation names, how does IBM sound? Does that name ring a bell? IBM? IBM tumbles after disclosing Security and Exchange Commission investigation into its revenue recognition. This was actually from yesterday. And or might as well just say the date so that you know when you see the video, you'll know exactly what date. So the 27th of October is when this was from. Earlier today, thanks to Zero Hedge, ahead of the filing of its 10Q, IBM provided what it thought would be an unexpected, if welcome present to shareholders when it announced that the board authorized $4 billion in additional funds for use in the company's stock repurchase program. This amount is, quote, this amount is in addition to the approximately 2.4 billion remaining at the end of September 2015 from a prior authorization. With this new authorization, IBM will have approximately $6.4 billion for its stock buyback program. Oddly enough, the stock did not only did not rise, it fell, making some wonder if there was some Easter egg about to be announced in the company's 10Q. And so there it was. And it was the following. Where did he get this from? Well, he got it right from the Security and Exchange Commission website. In August 2015, IBM learned that the Security and Exchange Commission is conducting an investigation relating to revenue recognition with respect to the accounting treatment of certain transactions in the US, UK, and Ireland. The company is cooperating with the SEC in this matter. When you start to hear a company, anything regarding in the word accounting comes up. Accounting this, accounting that, practices, anything. Run for the exits. Run for the exits. Seriously. This is Enron in the making, one after another. Now, and I'm not going to say that IBM, honestly, is going to be, found out to be an Enron and collapse. I mean, I don't even think my mind, conspiracy, even if I drank, like, how people drink these energy drinks, if I had a conspiracy energy drink that gave me extra conspiracy thoughts, like powerful conspiracy theories, I don't think that I could see IBM becoming something like Enron. But I do say that they all cook their books one way or another. They call that different accounting practices. And it's enough to not make these companies look good at all and to make their stocks crash on the news. And according to this chart, it was 141. As soon as the news broke out, it dropped down to 138 instantly. Not a massive drop necessarily, but it's sizable. I mean, that's still a sizable drop for instant news karma, if you will. So he says, while hardly suggesting another Valiant corporation has emerged, just like we talked about the other day, with them looking like an Enron, having a regulatory focus on a company which has run out of buyback dry powder and whose revenues are the lowest they have been in over a decade was hardly what the shareholders expected. The stock, now well below Warren Buffett's cost basis, did not like it and promptly tumbled once it hit the wires. The good news for IBM is that now it has an even lower price at which to execute its buybacks. The stock has tumbled to levels not seen before since October 2010 and is breaking a key support level actually back to 1999. Now I wonder how they like them apples. This is again, this isn't some who the hell's Valiant? Yeah, it's a fairly sizable company, but like who is? Do you ever hear Valiant in the news? No, not until it looked like they were cooking books like Enron, Trafigura, Glencore. You don't really hear about them. There's not news talking about them. They're not up. They're not like the banks where you're always hearing about, or some financial institution. Another J.P. Morgan settling with the Security and Exchange Commission, settling with the CFTC or whoever. Pay the fine. Pay the fine. You broke the law. Pay another fine. You broke the law. Pay $500 million. You broke the law again. Keep paying these fines. Well, hold on. I get $2 or $3 billion in profit when I break the law, minus 500 million. Okay, who do I write the check out to? If you could rob a bank and know you get at least $100,000 each time, and you were able to get out of doing any jail time, even stepping foot in court, even having a set of handcuffs put on you, not even getting to that point, and just saying, we'll make a settlement offer. We'll take a settlement offer, I should say. Okay, pay 10 grand. What? I just robbed 100,000. I got to pay a settlement of 10K. Okay, and promise verbally promise you won't do it again. Okay, do it again where? Just on this specific bank. Oh yeah, okay. I won't rob that specific bank, but I'll rob another bank for $100,000 and pay 10K. But since there's so much news on me, the next time I do it, I might have to pay 10 and a half, or basically 15,000, not 10 and a half. Still walking away with 100,000 minus the 10,000 the first time. Robbed another 100,000. That's 200,000 minus the first 10,000 penalty minus a $15,000 penalty. 175,000 clean. Yeah. Now multiply that into the billions, and that's what J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, all these guys, Citigroup, HSBC. We're working with authorities. No comment at this time. Okay, whatever. All I have to say, honestly, to end this video is when you hear IBM and Security and Exchange Commission investigation, I didn't think I'd ever hear those words. We didn't hear those words back in 2008, first crisis, right? But we're hearing them now. And that's a little bit disturbing, if I don't mind saying so myself.